Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome to Tower Simulator 3. So I'm currently in the process of doing something and kind of coming at a series a little differently than I've seen in the Tower Simulator 3 community on YouTube. And that is I'm doing series that are a day in the life of a given airport, which basically is I'm going through a full 24-hour cycle within an airport with a live schedule, with using live data for a schedule that I've created from live data, and bringing you along on that journey. And so you're going to see episodes that are showing the time spans that they cover. The way things work in quick play and the way the game does it, you have to basically do them in hour-long chunks. So as things get busy and so forth, I'm anticipating that's what I'm going to do. I've done several episodes already that have not yet been posted. Hopefully they're going to kind of go up in a block soon. But what I realized as I got into things, to kind of really fulfill the full piece, I do need to take care of those early morning hours. So I am circling back now and doing that. So this is my coverage of Kbna to go ahead and handle that gap. So I started at 5 a.m. at Kbna. So I am going to go from 0 100 hours to 500 hours at this point, 0500. And I can't imagine, I don't think that's going to take terribly long, other than I know there's some departures that left in the wee hours of the morning. So I'm going to be sitting at 16x, but I should be able to jump through things pretty quickly, and if it really goes for several hours, which I anticipate it will, I may cut that out. Normally I'm letting the videos just go. But let's jump into it. I wanted to start at the menu with this one because I don't know where it's going to go from 0 once I come in. Now, I should stipulate, I am going to run the schedule from 0 to 500, but there has been a problem that's been discovered, and it's been verified by folks who are involved in working on the product in some way, that if I load in at 0 100 hours, I'm going to have a bunch of general aviation craft that spawn. So I'm actually starting at 2300 and we'll go from there. So here I am, past midnight. So we've got clear airspace as expected. This tends to happen at a lot of airports, but being familiar with Nashville, the airport does kind of shut down from maybe 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., maybe 2 a.m. It depends on if things are coming in. Alright, so here we are at about 12:47, and we've got a Delta flight showing up that's ready to depart. So this happens, I think if you've traveled any amount of time like I have for business travel quite frequently, you get those delays. I usually do not find that these flights are scheduled at this time. If an airport has something leaving at this time, it's a delay of some sort that it's finally getting off the ground. So you always wonder what those stories are, but there's no way in looking at FlightAware data to get things clear on that. You just see that there was a departure here. So let's get them moving. Delta 8844, pushback approved, expect runway 20 right.
Ground, runway 20 right, pushback approved. Delta 8844.
So there they are. I'm sure a lot of very tired people on board. Probably just like turn off the lights once we take off so that I can go to sleep. And that is what they're looking for.
Nashville ground, Delta 8844 ready to taxi.
Alright, so adjusting the window a bit. Delta 8844, runway 20 right.
Runway 20 right. Delta 8844.
Delta 8844, runway 20 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 20 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Delta 8844.
Alright, so we should be able to keep things moving along pretty quickly here, I would imagine. So there they go, they're off. They've transferred to departure.
Nashville Tower, FedEx on 715 heavy on final 20 left.
Alright, so we've got a FedEx flight coming in here early morning. FedEx 1715 heavy, runway 20 left, cleared to land.
Runway 20 left, clear to land. FedEx on 715 heavy.
And I'm guessing that may be it. So, as expected, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty quiet evening. So we just had the 2 flights. So, super short episode. So, there comes FedEx. Alright. FedEx 1715 heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. FedEx on 715 heavy.
So he's got 12 minutes to get across, assuming nothing else shows up. What I tend to like to do is like finish off the things that I have to work with. Whoops. FedEx 1715 heavy, cross runway 31.
Cross runway 31. FedEx on 715 heavy.
So get them across because they're going to be headed over there, basically. FedEx 1715 heavy, cross runway 20 right.
Cross runway 20 right. FedEx on 715 heavy.
So looks like he's going to tuck away, speeding things up. Nothing else. As long as nothing starts to show up on approach or nothing, well, we do have something, so we're going to be working at least one more flight here. Another FedEx.
Nashville Tower, FedEx 1498 on final 20 left.
FedEx 1498, runway 20 left, cleared to land.
Runway 20 left, clear to land. FedEx 1498.
And the challenge is there sometimes are flights right around 5:10. So we may have 1 or 2 that we need to handle. Again, he's coming in. FedEx 1498, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. FedEx 1498.
Alright, so 5:02. But at this point, anything that shows up is going to be what you see at the 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. episode. FedEx 1498, cross runway 31. Kind of forgot about
Cross
the runway
31,
crossing.
FedEx 1498.
It's a little early in the morning here too, so clearly I'm a little off. FedEx 1498, cross runway 20 right.
Negative. FedEx 1498.
FedEx 1498, cross runway 20 right.
Cross runway 20 right. FedEx 1498.
And we're going to go ahead and there we're going to get tucked in. And we're all set. So with that, we wrap up the early morning hours, and now, as the sun is starting to peek over the horizon, you're going to be heading into sunrise if you follow along in the next episode of the Day in the Life of Kbna. If you've enjoyed this, think it's an interesting concept, certainly, give me a comment. Let me know what you think, one way or the other, or just drop an emoji for the sake of engagement so that YouTube algorithm knows these are getting watched and reacted to. In addition to that, if you've enjoyed it, would you please consider giving me a like? And also, if you are not a subscriber yet, please consider that. And I will see you here next time.